What's up, everybody? Jughead'z here.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Just want to make a video, check in. Everybody here on our YouTube, people that follow us, see how everybody's doing. We're still in business. We're doing curbside deliveries. Just trying to stay afloat the best we can during these times, which are very trying.
Very new and very challenging for the most of us, for sure.
But we feel very obligated to continue doing what we do, which is try to provide essential nutrition, especially during these times. Everything we believe is very essential to fighting sicknesses.
Virus, mucus, bacteria, infection, every bit of it.
For sure, mucus and inflammation, which we know mucus and inflammation is the cause of all kinds of underlying illnesses, and just the citrus juices, ginger, all different kinds of things we use, which helps loosen up mucus and help get it out of your body before it does crystallize or before it collects other germs in with it to mutate into who knows. Not that we claim to have a cure or anything, but as far as building immune systems,
We don't claim it, but nature claims it. And we claim nature, so.
we feel there's actually something great happening through all this, which, yes, that's hard to see, hard to say.
It's crazy of us to even think.
But God will take these bad things and make something good out of it. Even if that's our grocery stores getting emptied. I mean, what if it's just all the things that is weighing us down? You know, we're not to say I hope that or anything, but at the same time,
Yeah.
this world could be a much brighter place if we were all growing more fruits and vegetables, sharing them, consuming them.
If we were off all the packaged stuff. When all of this hit, what did everyone go and buy? What was the first thing that cleared the shelves? All the packaged foods. Produce was still there in complete abundance. That shows a lot for our mentality and how we think and how we respond to things. And all of this could be fixed with diet, or at least in part fixed with diet.
And
You know, we've got to take care of ourselves.
we can't lie, we was nervous in the beginning. So we're going to be able to get produce. We're going to be able to get this, cucumbers. We haven't had any problems yet, which we're very thankful for, very blessed.
Sure.
But just due to our shopping experiences and witnessing all the other people, like she said, stocking up on tons of canned foods, not saying any of that's wrong, but they've put us in such a state of fear, stress, which normally when you're in them states, it's very easy to overeat. You don't know, your stomach's not sending the signals when, like, hey, I'm full. No, because you're eating foods that don't even have nutrient density to it. You don't know when to quit eating. And then you're in this fear and state, and you can't turn the TV off, and all they're doing is pumping you full of more. You can't feel anything.
You're bored, you're not using energy, you have nothing to do, you're emotional. Every single one of those lead to consumption of food. And when you're doing that, your brain isn't processing. It's like, oh, hey, we're distracted with this. We're not paying attention to what's going in. So there's no communication happening here. And so when that happens, you're just going to keep piling it in. And next thing you know, you've gone through like 3 tubs of ice cream, 10 bags of chips, and you're out of ramen noodles.
And then you're sitting there still starving to death. Because you never put anything in you. All you're doing was filling with junk. And your body's like, I don't know what to do with this. Well, that's the foods I personally,
That's how we develop
in the
eating
last
disorders.
month, have witnessed everybody stocking up on. On foods that is going to keep you more stressed. You ain't going to be able to digest real good, if at all. And you're going to be producing a lot of oxytocin out of your brain.
If-
which is not good.
If your food isn't processing, you're not processing. And we have to be in a state of awareness and be able to process what's happening around us, because if we don't, I don't think we're going to make it through it. We've got to be aware, and we've got to be able to process what's happening. There's a lot coming at us right now. It's a freight train of facts being thrown at us from every angle. And we've got to be able to filter through that. If just putting a blind eye to it might help to some degree, but in the long run, that can be dangerous.
So all them foods, all your breads, your dairies, your gluten-filled foods, all of this, soy oils, all this stuff that's in these packaged foods, the respiratory problems, not to say, like I said, we're not doctors or anything, but when you're cooped up in your house, not getting any vitamin D, not getting any clean air, not getting any good water, you're not eating fruits and vegetables that have the living water in it, that actually our body knows what to do with. You're stocking up and eating nothing but foods that causes respiratory problems. It has no living water. It has no oxygen in it. So, and then you got a TV sitting there just
Pumping all
the
the
whole
wrong negative
time.
airways.
Whether it's what the message is on it or the actual frequencies that's coming out of it while you're sitting there eating.
Yeah.
It's not a good combination, and that's why we do promote fresh raw living juices, hemp milks, CBD oil, kratom, all of that, because it helps get stuff moving. It helps keep stuff moving. Keeps it vibrant. Energy. A lot of people don't have energy. Well, you're not going to have energy when you're eating them foods and watching TV all day.
We know with general information, with the flu season, we're aware that flu season hits when, typically in the wintertime, when everyone is inside, not getting sunshine, not getting water, not being active, and not eating good foods, because you're not getting the sunshine, which means you're sitting there wanting all the sugary foods, you're wanting the root vegetables, all the stuff that adds on weight. And then you're getting the stuff that produces mucus, the breads, the cheese, the sugars, all of those things. That's when flu season typically hits. And now we've got this new virus that it has a lot of the similar symptoms. Well, probably because it's caused by the similar types of foods.
Regardless of what's going on, because there's so much information coming out, it's impossible for any one human being to keep up with what's going on or anything.
Or any organization to keep up with.
And with us not being scientists or doctors or any of that, but the way I take it and the way I've witnessed, especially out in public, and what corona means, which corona is crown, they are literally taking over your mind with fear, regardless of what's happening, and like I said, we're not no specialists or educated people, but we see what's happening. People in 1 month have just been led to do whatever they say. They say buy toilet paper, they empty the toilet paper. They say wear a mask, put on masks. It's just, they say jump off the cliff, we're jumping off the cliff. I mean, it's
so much easier to comply with fear.
We think that, we must have people that can help control this chaos.
We control the chaos, y'all. We control it.
We do.
We control it by what we put in our mouths, what we put in our brains, what we put in our hearts and minds and souls. We control that.
And whether we lift others or whether we put others down. This is a time to lift others, but there's so much division right now, whether it's your political affiliation, your religion, whatever, and it's dividing us, it's destroying us. And the Bible, it's the separation of the wheat and the tares, and the separation is happening. You don't even have to talk about it anymore.
It's
You're either
plain as
you're
day.
either living in fear or you're living in faith, and it's becoming very evident between everybody which path you're on. You don't have to tell nobody. Are we gonna wake up? Is it too late?
No.
I think we'll wake up.
It ain't too late.
I do. I think even
But to get on board the crazy train, you gotta hurry up and catch up.
you
That's for
mentioned
sure.
Crazy Train. I mean, think of that old song by Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train. It's played everywhere. Football games, basketball, baseball, everywhere. The media sells it, and you live the role. It's one of the most popular songs ever. They sell it to you by saying it over and over and over and over and over and over. Whether it's take this pill, take this, take this, take this, take this. They say it so much, you start getting symptoms. You know? It don't have to be like this.
Nope.
According to the Bible, the new wine is a gift. It's a blessing. It does things. Helps you tune into the frequencies. Helps you get that other stuff out of you that's been holding you back. When you can't breathe deep, I don't know. There's a certain peace when you breathe while you're praying, just really breathing deep and doing stuff. I mean, it does amazing things.
It's causing, all of this consumption is causing a blockage, and we're not able to move up in any way. We're not able, and it's not that food or health allows you to attain a certain level of spirituality or anything else, of consciousness or whatever, you know, but it puts a block right in this area. It's like, whoop! And then you're stuck trying to come up and trying to understand what's going on around you, and you can't release emotions. You can't get out of your brain. You're just sort of stuck there. And
when you can't release, that's anxiety. It's just bouncing around all this because you're not releasing. You're not releasing.
going crazy inside your body, inside your brain.
And that's hard for everybody. I mean, anxiety's out off the charts right now. I mean, for everybody.
And when you're consuming raw living foods or the juices of life, you know, life force, if you're consuming any of this stuff, the waters, if you're consuming that, you're washing it all out. You're cleansing every bit of that. And you're not freaking out. You're like out here floating in the water with things. You're like, hey, it's all gravy out here. It's really nothing to be scared of.
We've gotten so used to making plans, planning for tomorrow, planning for next month, this, that, this. And now we've been put into this
Uncertainty.
to where it's, we really got to start taking this one day at a time. Like one thing, one step at a time.
Tomorrow was never promised to begin with.
We've just gotten so used to it. Hey, you're going to have dinner tomorrow at 4 o'clock?
What?
You're already planning to be hungry at 4 tomorrow? You just know that? Yeah, that's how we've gotten used to it.
I'm hungry every day at 4 o'clock. Are you really, though?
But then that's just how overeating happens, because somebody at your office brought a platter of food at 2 o'clock for the whole office. And, well, you were sort of hungry then, so then you ate that, and you had your dinner plans, and, you know, you get home, and now you're eating dessert or something. I mean, it's...
Then midnight snack, and then you're up again having breakfast and doing it all over again. You know,
You're
how
not
much
eating.
water are you consuming in that time?
You're not eating to live, you're living to eat.
Completely. I know. We've got to get in tune with our bodies and with the world around us and what's happening right now, and that's really scary. A lot of people don't want to get in tune with what's happening, but what's happening is actually really beautiful. Like you mentioned earlier, you know, a lot of this is being taken away from us. A lot of things that we're not able to participate in, a lot of things that we're not able to do anymore. We can't go to concerts, have to practice all this distancing stuff. All these gatherings are being canceled. Can't have weddings or funerals and all this stuff and sporting events and whatever. Okay, you know, I'm not going to say, yay, hooray, we're not meeting. You know, that does suck. There is a special thing that happens when people come together. But there's a lot of things that we don't need that have distracted us really from looking out and looking in. Like, we've looked out a whole lot. We've gone and tried to look outside for all the answers when we possess that ourselves. We watched Trolls World Tour the other night with our kids. Absolutely great movie. And at the very end, what was really, really awesome about it, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, because I do recommend watching it. But at the end, what was really special about it is that they broke all the music chords, and music was done. It was gone. It was over. It was, oh, you broke the chords. We can't play music anymore on this external instrument. Oh, no. And then a heart starts beating, and you hear that, and it gets amplified. And then they realize they possess the power to make the music themselves. They don't need external instruments to do so. That's where we're at right now. We've got all of these external things to keep us occupied, and we can do this on our phones, and we can do this over here and do that over there. We don't need all of that. Oh, we've got to go do our missions at church tonight. No, you don't have to go to a building and do these things. Now it's time to do it out in the real world. And it's time to do it in ourselves. It's time to do it within ourselves. We've become so divided because we haven't learned to look inside of ourselves and see what really unifies all of us.
When you start looking within, pretty soon you're going to come to a conclusion. It don't matter how much Lysol you spray on the outside, or how much Clorox you wipe down with, or wipe your grocery carts down, or you're spraying your vegetables with Lysol. I mean, if that's the thing you want to do, I mean, I feel for you. I truly do. But it's not good. That's what I'm saying. If they told us to jump off a cliff, a lot of people would just line straight up.
You can clean the outside all you want, but if you're not clean on the inside,
start cleaning the inside. Detox. Build up your immune system to where.
Is your respiratory your skin cells? No. Is your respiratory system, everything else? No. It's what's happening on the inside of your body.
You build up the immune system so you can take on that germ. If you catch it at the grocery store, you're going to war with it. You're going to war with it. You're going to war with it with vitamin C. You're going to war with it with vitamin D. You're going to war with it with all these things.
Everything else.
Because you want to attack it. And once you beat it, now you're building your immune. Now you're building the immunity to that. To where, it's like it says, we should be able to go around sicknesses and all that and not catch anything.
Exactly.
And it's not just some special power that's on the outside. It's when we're living right and applying the principles that we're told to live, we can go in to the lion's den.
You gravitate towards what's good and you move away from what's bad. You're not even tempted by those things anymore because you're so far over here in what's right. You're not even caring for what's over here that's wrong. You're just like, no, that's not good for me. No, I don't need that. I don't want that. Like, I'm sorry that you're on that.
That's why we've been talking about this for a long time. Building, detox, building your immune system. Raw, fresh fruits and vegetables. Not that we knew that coronavirus was coming or anything, but they did so many, whether it was swine flu, SARS, bird flu,
20 years,
like every 3 or 4 years, there's a new disease that just pops up out of the middle of the air.
Get scared.
We don't believe there's anything new under the sun. That's what we believe. Like, if these diseases are here, they've been here. Maybe dormant.
It comes out at night, so make sure you stay home.
By 9 o'clock. As long as you're home by 9 o'clock, you're safe.
Y'all.
The same rules have always applied. Nature's had the same rules the whole time.
Since the beginning of time. It's not changed.
And when we go
Science knows that.
We go against them, we pay for it. We pay for it. I do every time. Like, I eat something I know that just don't work with me. I'm at a friend's house, I'll just eat a little. I pay for it every time. Every time. It's hard to have just a little.
Hmm. Like Pringles, once you pop, the fun don't stop.
It don't stop. But we believe once you start hydrating your body, get all this dehydrated, canned, packaged junk out of your life, it's amazing.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yep.
I mean, it may take you a few weeks
Or months, or years.
or a while, but once you cut the junk out, that people ask us all the time, what juice should we drink? What's this? What's that? What? I want to know what you're eating right now.
You want to know the
What are you
solution
eating
to it?
every
It's
day?
consistency, actually. It's not one specific recipe that's going to do anything that's going to change your life. There's no one magic pill. There's no one that can be waved.
Yeah, I mean,
It's literally consistency. Are you committing to yourself?
you can't drink a 32-ounce jar of green juice and be like, well, I didn't lose any weight.
Well, not
Well, you're still eating all your breads, eggs, bacon, everything for breakfast. You're still eating fast food for lunch. And you're getting takeout, with
Now you're getting delivered to your door.
Getting it delivered, whatever you want. Everything's just right there on a platter. But that don't mean you have to accept it. 'Cause I'm going to tell you, the fruits and vegetables at the stores lately have been banging. Like, it seems like they look more vibrant, everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems like nobody's touching them. Oh, them oranges will go bad in a week or 10 days. Well, don't let them go bad.
Eat them.
Eat them.
Eat them.
Go get more.
Get like 3 bags of oranges and like chow on those things for days. Like, oh my goodness.
There's a study
I
in
can't
Japan.
get enough of them.
Study in Japan on corona. 3,000 micrograms a day of vitamin C is killing corona.
How many did you say?
So that's not a whole lot. It honestly ain't. But once again, cut out all that bad stuff that's holding you down and just creating the mucus that's the virus is sticking into and crystallizing in your throat. Get rid of that stuff. Then what's it gonna stick to? You got an immune system now that's just going to war. Like, oh, you want some? You may cough. You may get a little bit of sickness. It's normal. But you're going to war at the same time when that's happening.
Let's look at our health like a game of Tetris. Who has ever played Tetris? Or even those like 3 in a row matching games that they have all over the place, the Disney ones, whatever. You've got like 3 rows of bread and 1 apple, but you need to collect all the apples in order to maintain good health. You keep matching all the rows of breads and pastas together. You're not going to win the game. You're going to lose. Quit it. You got to add in more apples.
So we got a buddy that stocks the shelves at a local grocery store, and he was talking about how all the pancake mix and breads are sold out, and that people were just going through and buying cupcake mixtures or cake mixtures or whatever,
To make breads at home.
so they can make pancakes or breads. We'll just have to adjust.
We gotta substitute. We gotta make it another way. Produce section's over there. It's fully stocked last I checked.
It is. And so we're eating all these yeast and gluten breads, and it's too much. It's been holding us down for a long time.
Yep.
And you can read in Scripture. Read all the way back to the Exodus in Egypt. Take your bread. Ain't got time to add yeast to it.
Nope.
Like there's something to the yeast. I don't claim to know exactly, but I know anytime I have breads or anything like that, it's just like putting a needle in a balloon. You just go down and then you just comatose. And
You
I'm
don't
like,
feel good. You feel it right in here. You're like,
I lived 23 years of my life. I don't know if I ever had a meal that didn't have bread in it. Or cheese.
Or milk.
I mean, honestly, and I know a lot of you are still eating that way, but if you have all these health problems and you're still eating that way and you've never cut out the breads and the cheeses and dairies, meat is a whole different subject. I think gluten and dairy is just this
The primary.
goo,
Yeah.
glue, slime that just slows you down big time.
Completely.
And a lot of acne, all kinds of it just creates all kinds of problems. A lot of the women's problems. I mean,
Thyroid
look
problems.
into the gluten and dairy. Look at studies that's been done.
You got a lot of people with dead thyroids, and a
Look at
lot of
women
that.
who've cut them out. who've cut that stuff out, who've had tons of problems. So there is a way, there is help. You can get better. You can build your immune system. It takes work, she said. It takes consistency.
It does. Consistency. You have to be committed.
You gotta
gotta
be
committed to
dedicated.
yourself. You've got to be committed to the goal, whatever that might be. You know, even if it's just for 3 days, you're going to commit to just solid juice fasting. Then for the next week, you're committed to like solid salad meals, you know, or complete plant-based meals. The week after that, you know, you're going all in for another juice cleanse. You know, take it step by step. Even if you're committed to a whole month of no cheese, commit to better health.
And
Commit
don't
to
get
yourself.
discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Say you
No.
only lose 2 pounds in 1 month. In my
So
opinion,
what?
that's good.
Exactly.
And that's good. If you've been in a weight or whatever, been gaining weight, you lost 2 pounds, you do that for a year, you've lost 24, 25 pounds.
And it's okay to lose it slow.
It is, because while you're learning slow, you're also learning a whole new lifestyle of preparing foods and eating, getting recipes, you know, learning how to make some of your favorite foods but without that junk in it,
Yep.
and recreating and getting good at it. Each time you make the meal, you're getting better.
Practice makes perfect, right?
And
Start
you're-
practicing something new.
plus getting to lose weight, get rid of the stuff, getting an energy boost. So many people, we turn to energy drinks or whatever we can find to boost our energy. We've all been there, but
Yeah.
once again, cut them things out that is killing your energy. I mean, this life is so fast paced. I mean, and
Cut
it's
out the
hard to keep up.
stimulants. Cut out the stimulants, the coffee, all that caffeine, cut all of that out. Cut that out and add in raw, fresh, living foods, and watch your energy just expand. Seriously.
I mean, this is a time, this has been an adjustment period that's been given to us, to where a lot of people have stocked up on the things that's been holding them back for a long time. Right now, we've been given the opportunity to detox. You know, to whether you've been at home for a month or whatever, maybe you're
Yeah.
detoxing your house. Maybe you're cleaning out from under your bed.
Clean
doing
out the
this.
closet.
But once again, don't forget the inside here. Don't forget the inside of this cup.
Yep.
Clean your house. Yeah, we all need to be doing better at that. Clean this too at the same time. Be working on it. Getting plenty of water in you every day. High quality water.
I know that both of us can attest to doing different detoxes and it taking several days to get back to normal. This is a perfect time to do a detox. The perfect time. You're sitting at home, you have nothing else to do. Look up people who have been doing this for a long time. Research them out. Look up recipes. Practice them at home. You've got the time to do so. Plant a garden if you want.
And it's true, like detox, a lot of times you're not comfortable as you're going through it. I mean, whether that's sitting on the toilet, however it's coming out, whether it's bumps on your skins, it's various ways.
You want to be
Blowing your
shut away
nose.
from the world for a period of time.
You do. I
You
mean,
really do.
There can be some very
It's not
painful
pretty.
moments in it, but for me and my experience sharing it, every time I had them painful nights, painful moments, the next day after I made it through that was just like energy out the roof.
Yep. You get through those first few days, it's self-convincing. It totally is. We make and break habits within 21 days, and we're already a month, for some people a month and a half, almost 2 months into this. Let's create new habits out of this. Let's come out of this in better health so we can be in better accord with each other and ourselves.
That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to encourage everybody else. We know like this is very trying times. We're all feeling it from different angles. Like I said, we don't claim to know what's going on, but we know something's going on for sure.
Something.
We've all seen it. We've all felt it. And it's so important. It's so important to eat vegetation that is grown here on the earth.
We can't rely on a one-size-fits-all system to fix everyone's problems. We all know everyone is at different points in their health. They're in different areas. Some people are really healthy and some people are really not healthy. So a one-size-fits-all blanket over here, it doesn't work. It's not sustainable, it's not acceptable, and it doesn't work. It's not a system that works. We know this. We know this from every other medical condition out there. You know, one-size-fits-all treatment just does not work. But what does work, and is tried and true and proven for thousands of years, is fruits and vegetables. The Garden of Eden. We know that works. Give it a try.
Your body knows too. I mean, it's amazing on the digestion, on, say, eating lots of fruits and vegetables, on how, and we are all different. Like, there's certain fruits and vegetables that work better with other people, you know, depending on our genetics and our background and all different kinds of things. But I promise it's out there. It's out there for you. And it's not a boring lifestyle. People be like, what do you just eat? Carrots and celery? I've hardly ever in 12 years ate the same meal. Like, that's why, to me, it's just getting in there and creating, and you get different things. And living 23, 24 years of my life eating the same things over and over and over, and just constantly eating the same things.
Yep.
And now it's just like this array, all these colors. No rules.
You got your main basic colors in there, but in between blending them together, you've got all these other fun colors too. It's endless. It's endless. There's so much room for play and creativity.
So it's best to make a choice. It's best to be dedicated. It's best to say, I want to feel better. I want to be healthy, and dedicate yourself before this gets harder.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like this is just going to continue to get harder on whatever's happening, and it's best to make the choice now. Like, what if there's no food soon and we're having to fast? Like, there's nothing. You sort of need to prepare for that, and the only way to prepare is not stocking up your food cabinet. It's maybe start practicing fasting one day a week.
It's
one day a week.
It's not, I'm going to go and hurry up and buy the last package of Oreos so I can make sure that I enjoy it before I have to. No, y'all, it's you prepare for fruits and vegetables. You prepare with that. You step into it. With any detox program, you're going to ease into it. You don't want to just, you're going to flood your system and you're just going to be in complete shock and overwhelm. You know, it's time to get prepared. There's no better time than right now to prepare yourself. And whether you're preparing for the end of the world or preparing for the new earth, whatever you're preparing for, it's time to get prepared.
And take it one day at a time. Don't set your goals too drastic. Don't try to lose 100 pounds in a week and get discouraged because you didn't and only lost 4, which is amazing. You know, it took me like 3 years to lose 90 pounds. So, I mean, go slow. Go slow and learn.
Yep.
And do baby steps. Delete one thing, add one thing. Don't delete I mean, if you can do that, go ahead. If you can get rid of everything and just jump straight in, go ahead. I don't recommend it because I think it's sometimes with how the world is, it could create a very big backlash to where you jump back into all them foods like just
and you yo-yo
crazy, and then your body really gets off. I don't recommend that either.
No.
I recommend baby steps. I do
Johnny
feel better.
Cash, one piece at a time.
That's what you need to do, just one piece at a time, and then you're gonna get so far back and look and be like, I don't even remember that person.
How did I get here?
I used to eat like that. I don't even.
What?
And then people will just start asking you questions. They're going to
How'd
see
you
it in
lose
your
weight?
energy.
What'd you do?
They're going to see it in your energy. They're going to see it in your character, your light that you're giving off. They're going to feel it.
Yep.
That's all in the choice you make. We've all been raised here, same place, especially here in the South in America. I mean, we have some of the most, fried foods. We're just Tennessee, second most obese state here in America. I'm a recovering glutton, which a lot of
We
us
all
are.
We all are.
We can change. We can change.
We can do this. We got to support each other. We got to build each other up. Got to know that we can do it. Got to find the information, plug into it, use it, and have that support system for when things get tough along that journey.
So anybody out there watching this, if you made it this far, message us, comment, let's talk about it. Let's lift each other up. We can do it. Subscribe
Yep.
to our channel.
Yep. Check out our website, jughead'z.com.
And we'd love to chat with any of y'all. Just,
Yep.
You can email us, jughead'zhemp@gmail.com. Any of them. We'll get back with you as soon as we
Yep,
can.
we sure will. We're real people and we want to connect with other real people. If you're committed, we're committed.
Peace and love. Let's all get better.
See ya. Peace out, y'all.
Thank you.